Today I want to greet my viewers with another liberal message from such a infamous and liberal politologist and progressive political commentator like me, Armen Akhmedov. Actually, I'm a American patriot, so very much proud of my American motherland, and then like my country very much, USA, and then I have citizenship United States. I'm an immigrant from another country from Russia, but I love my new motherland, America, and please allegiance to the United States of America, and hopefully will stay loyal to my pledge of allegiance. And then actually today I want to review how corrupt Republican President Donald Trump is, because that man actually engages in corrupt influence peddling. Like when I was watching recently, a few days ago, I was watching CNN programming, on TV, CNN, yeah, on cable TV, and then what I saw was President Donald Trump. He actually received a written letter in an envelope from North Korean bloody dictator Kim Il-jung, actually, and during press conference, President Donald Trump asked how much, and he holds that letter in an envelope and asked journalists how much. He didn't give a response the second time. How much? So how much are we going to pay him? In order for him, so make him remove the contents of letter and pronounce the contents of the letter to the public. This is outrageous. This president, sells himself, to highest bidder, shamelessly and irresponsibly. And then how much would get from journalists? They are not millionaires. They can't pay $1 million, something like that, a significant sum of money, like that. But they actually journalists. You tell the public how much we're going to pay him if he opens the contents of that envelope from North Korean dictator. But this was another example how outrageously corrupt Republican President Trump is. As a Republican conservative, and then not moderate like extreme Republican, President Trump wanted to cut down on social spending, cut down $1.9 trillion from social spending. He actually cut down on social entitlement, cut down. I believe they want to cut down even on Social Security recipients, who receive a pension from Social Security Administration, in the old age. But then I believe that President Trump, gets control in so many corrupt stories that he actually deserved impeachment as soon as possible. In the first place, he deserved impeachment about that scandal with Chinese state-owned phone maker company named ZTE. Well, actually, ZTE is popular with many customers because it sells very cheap phones, like one very large phone, costs about $100 for, on the internet, and then that Chinese phone maker ZTE was a state-owned company. Actually got in trouble with U.S. regulators because ZTE company sold phones to North Korea and Iran and violated U.S. sanctions. And so federal court ordered ZTE to pay $1 billion in fines. And then, you know what Chinese President Xi Jinping did? He actually, Chinese President Xi Jinping invested $500 million to Donald Trump. Imagine, to Donald Trump owned construction development in an Indonesian industrial park. You know, but development includes Trump Hotel, Trump Golf Course from Slate.com. You can read at Slate.com on the internet. But China committed $500 million to Indonesian development, which will include Trump Hotel, the Trump Golf Course, owned golf course. There, so where practically Chinese President Xi Jinping paid $500 million to President Trump into his pocket, you know. So that President Trump could use his corrupt influence in order to remove fines from ZTE and allow ZTE to sell their phones in the United States. Because otherwise ZTE was barred from selling its cheap phones, cheap smartphones and Androids actually in US markets for violating US trade sanctions against North Korea. And then, but President Trump removed those restrictions and removed fines from ZTE, and allowed ZTE easy access to US markets. And then, in return for that bribe of $500 million, that been invested in Trump-owned hotel and golf course in Indonesia, which he owns. And you know, since Trump Hotel and Trump Golf Course in Indonesia are owned directly by Donald Trump, you know, his fund or something, you know, his organization will receive $500 million, and then Trump can easily go to his son, ask for $400 million, being put into his account. That's it. That's why he doesn't take any presidential pay salary, you know, from the government, you know, because he thinks it's easier to sell corrupt influence. And then how much? He asked. Yeah, but it's not a safe bid, you know. It's like drug dealing, it's same thing, drug trafficking. It may be people may be attracted by large influxes of money, cash money, but then actually the backside of it is that they pay for their lives, you know, that lots of people died in the shootouts between drug gangs, drug traffickers, you know, and well, and then in Mexico once, and then, well, and then President Trump is so corrupt that I call for US Congress to impeach him as soon as possible, because for bribery and selling corrupt influence. This is, I believe, there was also occasion on which President Trump was a junior partner as a construction contractor, which was vying for a federal contract to build new FBI headquarters, imagine, on the East Coast. And then, actually, which actually was supposed to be done in return for Donald Trump receiving kickbacks from his senior partners in that construction firm. It was quite an occasion on which he proves he is being corrupt and proves his bribery. And I believe that if Republican would be bold and honest, they would have, Republican caucus would have impeached President Trump very fast because he's corrupt official. And then what he does, he takes bribes. And then he blames media in relaying false accounts, but then he's wrong. It's just his manner of being stubborn, saying one thing 8 times. All of a sudden nobody would believe it. There is Russian collusion with Trump organization, with the Republican Party, with Republican candidates campaign, you know, with Trump campaign. Because there was a criminal collusion between Jared Kushner, the son-in-law of Trump's son-in-law, and Russian ambassador Kislyak, in which Jared Kushner demanded that Russian embassy gave him the Trump campaign a means of conduct negotiations, kind of bargain free, bargain free and surveillance free, means of conducting negotiations, or over phone or something, scripted phone or something we wanted from Russian ambassador Kislyak. So that President Trump deserves only be impeached, and the sooner Republican-led Congress impeaches President Trump, the better we will all be. Actually, I'm as a Liberal Democrat clamor for impeachment, or soon impeachment of President Trump, as he actually managed even to impose tariffs, of 15% and 20%, 25% on steel and aluminium imports from Canada and Western Europe. This is outrageous, and steel imports as well. 25%. Those taxes, those tariffs, will be passed over to consumers, to U.S. consumers, by those exporters of those goods from Western Europe and Canada, in order to make themselves even, in order to make profit, and then, engage in a trade war for which U.S. consumer will pay the price, it's awful. I think it's counterproductive, and then President Trump simply wants to ruin international trade, want to cause West Europeans and Canadians to respond with similar counter tariffs, on U.S. exports to Canada and Western Europe. This is outrageous. I believe this is outrageous. He was actually stifle international trade with his tariffs, which are uncalled for. This is outrageous. He imposed his tariffs on U.S. allies. He must be out of his mind, to go around impose tariffs on Western Europe, Canada, Australia, China, Russia, because this ruins trade, and they respond with counter tariffs, counter tariffs and counter customs increase, several times, and then on American goods, and it's a trade war which he cannot win, we can only lose. And I believe Republican Congress will impeach him for it. National interest tariffs is a nonsense. He imposed tariffs on American allies, which might be outrageous. And then, I believe, which is very wrong. In a second, I want to pay attention that Russian mercenaries in Syria, which the Russian press avoids talking about. A month ago or something, or a couple months ago, Russian mercenaries from Wagner company, Wagner private company, private contractor, were sent to Syria, where they attacked U.S. positions and tried to, impose their own rule on some Iraqi, Syrian, on some Syrian oil refineries. But then actually were defeated by U.S. aviation, as well as soldiers, entrenched U.S. soldiers, called for air support. And then U.S. bombers, crashed and killed about 200 Russian mercenaries in Syria when they tried to attack the American position. So I don't know about World War III, but then it's actually looked like been military confrontation between Russian forces from Wagner private company and U.S. troops in Syria. And I believe that it's particularly remarkable of the U.S. administration, but then although Americans had to fight, their defensive position, and then so Russia lost 200 mercenaries killed. So that's pretty awful too. Okay, then I would appreciate your feedback to my email address, armenak.nurijanyan64@gmail.com armenak.nurijan64@gmail.com. Well, I appreciate your savvy and kind responses.